Oh, your little Grubhub app is broken.
Just damn angry.
God damn it. Now she's hangry.
Oh, I'm hangry.
What are we going to do?
Well, I guess I'll have to head over to Sunny and Annie's later.
Well, shit on my dick.
Well, shit on my cock and fuck. Shit on my fuck.
Shit on my fucking vagina.
Well, crust on my pussy.
Well, come on my tits.
Well, unwash my body.
Spit on my feet.
Well, clit on my dick.
Piss on my knees.
Oh, take your ass and shove it in your anus.
I'm sorry I didn't get to have your dinner, Kim. I really am. It's very sad.
Oh, fuck.
It's more sad than we're making it, really.
Really? No, it's really fucking devastating. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Broad Topics. My name is Kim Congdon. I'm here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. What's up, you guys?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
We're here. We're living it. We're doing well.
We're together again.
You know what I really like about our podcast?
What?
Is that women really like it.
I know, that's really exciting, right? Oh yes, we met a fan last night.
Most of the fans we meet, not most of them, like a lot of guys like it, but it is very I think it's a good place where it's women don't have a podcast to listen to where they could be like, oh yeah, when I sit on my pussy for too long, my pee stream does come out crooked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like there's none of that. That was a weird example, but you know what I mean?
That does happen.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And nobody talks about it because you don't hear it. They're not fucking saying it at fucking...
You gotta fucking put your booty in the exact right position, sit up straight,
Dude... Have you ever peed on the toilet, sat down, and the stream was so hard that it shot straight out?
Have you? Oh,
and you pissed all over the floor?
Dude, I was going to say, it doesn't only go straight out. It literally, if you spread your vagina perfectly, you could piss a stream straight over the seat and just directly...
Just onto the floor.
Just literally right over the bowl.
It's crazy how uncontrolled my pussy is.
Well, no, that only happens, I've done it. I do remember when this happened. It's I must have been really young, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna see what it's like, because it is true that your stream will go in every which direction if you just let loose. So I was like, what if I sit up straight and also spread my situation out and push a little bit?
Right.
How does it come out? And it just puddled.
It just came right up.
It just puddled on the floor.
Yeah.
I had to clean up my own urine.
Well, this happens to me now. Tell me if this happens to you. Sometimes I'm peeing. I think I'm doing a regular pee, and then suddenly I hear it dripping on the floor, and I look, and it's just shooting straight out without my consent.
I find that difficult to imagine because whenever I'm peeing, I'm listening to my tinkle, and I'm listening to the sound of my pretty little tinkle in the bowl.
Sometimes I'm busy, so sometimes I'm focused on other things. I'm texting. I'm
tune that shit out.
So I'm peeing, and then I'm like, oh shit!
It's really a beautiful sound, the way a woman urinates.
It's a beautiful sound. It's the sound of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, peeing's hard. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, we're really relatable, and peeing's hard.
And women like to hear this kind of talk.
Dude, shout out to all the women that listen to Broad Topics. You bitches are my queen.
Samantha, shout out Samantha. She came and met us at Legion of Skanks last night.
Samantha from Australia, you drunken bitch.
You were such a drunken bitch. I loved you.
We loved your drunk ass, Samantha. You told us you came all the way from Australia.
Oh, she whispered something in my ear, and I had headphones on. And then by the time I was like, what did you say? She was basically like, I'm drunk.
Yeah, she was hammered. She was like, she leaned in. She was like, so tell me.
Yeah.
Do you ever just hate the podcast? I was like, no.
Whoa.
And she's like, but no, you ever on your way there, or you're like, I just don't want to do it. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of like other work. She's like, really? And then, yeah, she was just so funny.
She was adorable. I loved her.
She was really cute.
Yeah, it is really exciting. Especially, I think...
I'm glad you remembered her name.
Samantha. Because her friend came in and was
like... Oh, yeah, Samantha, it's time to go. Her friend fucking...
She never introduced herself. I only learned her name because her friend fucked her up.
Poor Samantha came all the way from Australia to hang out, watch Leave It to His Skanks. Me and Alex were there. She was super excited.
She loved the show. was like so excited in the back of the room.
And it was like the end of the show, like right where like the guys would have been done and we could have all like
their ad reads.
met. Yeah. We could have met her and like talked to her, and her drunken friend walked in during ad reads and was like, Samantha,
We're leaving.
we're leaving. And poor Samantha, so loyal, just got up and left. You're a really good drunk friend, because I would have been like, bitch, make me. It would have been like a fist fight.
It was
right
like
there.
2 minutes to getting to meet everybody and hang out for a few minutes and shit. Samantha, we're leaving right now. I don't want to hear another word about it. Get over here now.
Samantha, the stingrays are in the car and they're waiting to go. We've got shrimp on the barbie.
I was sad to see her go.
Me too.
Dingo ate me, baby.
Dingo ate me, baby.
We gotta go.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, she was cool. We have like some chicks that popped over from Legion of Skanks that listen now.
Fuck yes.
Shout out to them.
Shout out all you Legion of Skanks fans.
Women that listen to Legion of Skanks are like the wildlings of women.
Well, thank you.
You guys are fucking. I'm in one of them.
Yeah.
You guys are bad bitches.
Well,
is what I'm trying to say.
Before I started working for the show, I was convinced that maybe I was like, me and probably 4 other women listen to this show. Like, I just couldn't even imagine that there were other women
right about
like
that.
me.
It is only 5. So.
That's true.
I'm talking to 2 of them, and that's it. Yeah, dude, it's sick.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you know what I just did?
What?
Because I'm such a fucking socially awkward motherfucker. I have my job, right? I do during the day. I have a writing job, and the guys were like, "Hey, we're gonna go see a movie." And instead of telling them I already saw the movie, I just sat through.
First of all, the only fucking movie that's out for like months now.
Yeah.
It's like the only
Avengers, yeah.
There's no question as to what movie you'd be going to see.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
Yeah. And so I just said yes and sat through a movie I didn't enjoy for the second time for 3 hours.
A 3-hour movie.
3-hour movie.
Like Lewis invited me to go to the movies last week at 12:45 at night.
Yep, that's the last time I went.
I never say no to like hangouts, but a 3-hour movie at 12:45.
That's what I said.
I was like, yo, a bitch can't do that.
I know.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to lie. The second time seeing the movie was actually a little more enjoyable because I was like awake for it.
Right.
And so I kind of got a little more into it than the first time. The first time I woke up every 30 minutes and I was like, huh? I was just sleeping in an uncomfortable chair. That was my only experience.
Yeah. I don't know. People go fucking bananas over those movies.
Oh my
and I just
God.
don't
Fuck
get it.
off.
The last superhero movie I went to see, and like I'm sure there's a difference. Like I know there's like different worlds or whatever, but the last one I went to see was the like Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman one.
Ugh.
It's like Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, like all of these movies are the same. I don't care what universe they take place in.
They're all the same.
Like they're literally all the same. You could predict all of the dialogue. Like
I mean, the whole we gotta go.
You know exactly.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
but not a minute before.
I've always loved you.
Yeah, I'll try my best. My best might not be enough. And then they fight, and then they almost die. And right when they almost die, another superhero pops in to save the day. And then they almost die. Like the whole thing is they almost die a lot.
Yeah.
So every time they're almost dying, you're like, all right, there's no surprise because I know we're only 15 minutes into the movie. So how could you die? What they should do is they should fucking, with Avengers, they should have killed off someone quick. That's the shit that'll excite me. I want to see fucking. I want to see Spider-Man get castrated. You want to make superhero movies good? Fucking throw in Ramsey Bolton to be one of the villains.
Well, yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Like, a lot of things that we're interested in are like people who are always almost dying or whatever. Like Game of Thrones is that too, if you really break it down. But like there's writing and there's
but people die in Game of Thrones. You never know when they're gonna die.
True.
That's the problem.
They do die.
Yes. Here they like die and come back and fucking die and come back and die and come back. It's like never ending.
Yeah. And there's no like there's nothing to care about beyond that. It's just like, is he gonna save the world today or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me like and like obviously they throw in a fucking love story, which you never care about.
Who gives a fuck? Everybody's in love. Who cares?
Oh, I get it. You're a superhero. You're fucking a hot girl.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. What?
Yeah. The villain's gonna try and take her, and he's gonna throw her off something tall, and you're gonna save her last minute.
Swoop in and fucking moisten her vagina.
She's absolutely not gonna die. So it's like you don't even have to worry about her. That's like.
There's going to be a sex scene where they fucking pan away just at the good part.
I remember at one point I was in season 1 of Game of Thrones. I was like almost at the end of it. And my roommate was like, oh, you'll love season 3 who Arya turns into. And I was like, don't say anything. You're ruining it. She's like, I didn't say anything. I'm like, but now I know she lives. So now season 1 through 3, every battle she gets in, I don't have to be worried.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just don't tell me anything. I don't want to know.
Totally.
I want to maybe think she's my favorite character is going to die right now.
Yeah. Well, a way that like these superhero movies, a lot of people fucking consume them by like they don't even give a shit about story.
They eat them like carbs,
like,
dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Like spoilers aren't even like the point. They just like fucking love the action and whatnot. It's crazy. If you can't predict the spoilers, like you're retarded.
With the clapping, I can't with the clapping.
Oh, the audience reactions are the worst.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh my god!
You also go to the movie theaters in Harlem. So.
That's true. That was just outside of Harlem.
Oh my god! What?
That was just at the candy line. I had a really rough experience at the movie theaters. I went to Dwayne Reed to get a drink or get some candy. I bought some candy and went into the concession line to put my candy in my popcorn. I asked for a large popcorn and a Coke Slurpee. They gave me the Slurpee cup to go to the Slurpee machine. They gave me my popcorn. I get out of line. I realize that the line's too long to get back in, but they didn't give me a large popcorn. I'm like, whatever. I don't need a large popcorn anyways, but I did pay the 20 cents extra, but I'm going to let it go.
Okay.
Then I go to the Slurpees. No Coke Slurpee. The only reason I got a Slurpee was for the Coke Slurpee. I'm not a bitch that likes blue or red or fucking. I like a Coke Slurpee. It's
bitch, you're an adult.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking kid. I like a Coke Slurpee. I don't know what to tell you. And so, yeah, out of Slurpees, fucking. And then I got to the theater. I spilled my popcorn, the already small popcorn. And then I dropped my gum in the seat underneath me. Then there was someone who took their gum out of the mouth and put it on the armrest where my arm goes. So my arm touched strange gum. Then I was like, you know what? I need a nap. So I just napped during the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Damn. That sucks.
Yeah.
The first time we all went to the movies together when I started working for Legion of Skanks, like Big J took a whole big group of us to the movies. And it was like one of our first times like hanging out outside the show. Like all the interns were like a little nervous and whatnot. And Luke sat next to Lewis. We're seeing a Jigsaw, I think. And Luke sat next to Lewis. And as the opening credits finished, Luke spilled a family-sized tub of popcorn just over the side of his chair onto Lewis's lap.
That's the best.
Oh, fuck.
That's great. That's what you don't want in your
Shit made me
internship.
so happy.
To spill popcorn on your boss. That's so funny.
I was on a little mushrooms and it really put me in a great mood.
Look
for
at you,
Jigsaw.
comfortable already on mushrooms with your bosses. First week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, good times.
So it was okay. It was whatever.
Fuck that shit. I'm not seeing it. I'm putting my foot down.
Don't. Just save time and money. I spent $50 at the movies today.
I feel that way about recent action movies altogether. Like even the reality-based action movies.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm not watching Phoenix.
I don't
not
want to
watching.
see your fucking like contemporary war movies about Iraq and Afghanistan. You can fucking keep them all.
Yeah. I like a good comedy if it's really good. And it has to be really good.
They don't make a lot of really good ones.
And the best kind of movie is like a thriller, like a suspense thriller. Like, have you ever seen Last House on the Left? Mm-hmm. So fucking good. I like shit like that.
I love
like
all those movies. Yeah,
I like shit where you're like, this could happen to me.
I'll watch a shitty horror movie with like poor production value and bad acting. I'm like, this is fun.
Yes.
Whatever.
Me and Lewis watched the worst movie. It was called 37 or 47 meters below. and it was about the concept is a good idea, but it's like imagine making
That's always what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like two sisters who are going, they're like in Mexico or whatever on vacation, and they're going shark diving in one of those cages for fun, and the cage breaks and drops straight to the bottom. So they're in the cage stuck at the bottom for the whole movie.
And they've got a certain amount of oxygen and whatever.
Yep.
Fucking great.
Surrounded by sharks. One of them has a cut. They're chumming the waters. It's great.
That's great.
That's the shit I want. I don't want something that's like, well, I found this thing. We can actually jump through it back through time and then fix everything.
Ooh.
It's like, no, you can't just pick up a thing and be like, everything's better.
Yeah.
That's not real.
No, but you bring up one of my fucking favorite like subgenres, which is like people who went out on an adventure and then got themselves stuck. Like all those movies are great where where people are like they
vacationing somewhere.
Yep.
I love those.
Or even just like
Cabin Fever.
Yep.
With our boy Ryder Strong.
Yes.
Daddy O.
Shout the fuck out, Ryder Strong.
Ryder Strong, if you're listening, tweet at us and let us know that you want to come on our podcast.
Let us know that you love us.
Ryder Strong, if you're seeing this,
thank you for loving us.
Thank you for loving us. Also, thank you for watching. I'm a really big fan of your work, Boy Meets World and Cabin Fever.
Yeah. We love you too. Yeah. Any movie where they're like on a hike and like they take a wrong turn and
love it.
Oof.
Specifically, the movie called Wrong Turn is really good. Wrong Turn 2, also good. Hills Have Eyes, good. Hills Have Eyes 2, good. These movies are so good. The sequels are good. Jeepers Creepers 1, 2, 3, all good.
Jeepers Creepers 1 is my
Jeepers
shit.
Creepers at the end with the brother, and as you see his eyes.
I love movies that get that they're like not going to be taken seriously, where they're like, yeah, have fun with this one.
Jeepers Creepers was fire.
Fuck yes.
Wrong Turn was also good. Hills Have Eyes is the first time I made out with a guy in that movie theater. Hills Have Eyes 2. Let's see what year that
I was gonna say, you fucking little whore.
Hills Have Eyes 2.
I don't think I ever made out with a guy in a movie theater.
I specifically remember the part of the movie. I remember how I felt. I remember like I had told him I was going to make out with him at the movie. I was like, I can't back out. I'm going to tell him so I can't back out. That's my move. I say things so I can't back out of doing them. And I'm like, so if I say I'm going to blow you, you're getting that blowjob, bro. What year? Goddammer. 2007.
2007. All right. So 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Yeah. You were 15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, first makeout.
Nice. First makeout ever or first
makeout ever?
Ever.
Like the only thing I had done was pet kiss that same boy 2 years before when I was 13. I pet kissed him.
Did I ever tell you my slutty first makeout ever?
No, but I'm sure it was hoary as fuck.
So hoary.
It was with the finger of a man whose finger was just in me. I made out with his finger. What?
No, it's the first 3 words. First 5 words are terrible.
Okay, go ahead.
It was on a cruise ship.
Okay.
So I was like 15 on a cruise ship, and my parents brought me and my cousin Brianna on this cruise. And
that's always an issue. You don't bring 2 girls on a cruise.
Yeah, and she was a little older than me. She's 17.
Okay.
So by like night 3, we were like, we're gonna find a way to get into this club, and totally happened very easily. Like met a group of kids who like went in, and one girl, like the girls would just pass their IDs back to us and get us in basically. And one of the dudes in the group was 17. I thought he was super cute, all this shit. But I lied to him and told him that I was 17 and made out with him. It was like it was the first time I made out with anyone, and I made out with him for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
like I was like on him, like in this club. It was
trashy cruise club makeout. Did your cousin make out with someone?
Totally, yeah,
of course,
with his friend. For like 2 hours, and then the next night, I like wanted to make out with him again, obviously, and he just didn't want to see me.
He was over you?
He was just over it. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
2 hours is a long time to commit to someone and then ghost them.
Just ghosted for the next night.
How do you make out for 2 hours?
I literally remember having like chafing around my lips, feeling like I was chafed.
Maybe that's why he just needed a break.
Most disgusting fucking thing.
You came back to your parents with fucking swollen lips.
What happens when you make it to like 15 and a half and not ever having made out with anybody?
Yeah,
you're just like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm fucking ready.
Yeah, I was like
Fucking
that too. I was
gross.
like, I need this tonight during the Hills Have Eyes too.
So gross. Shit. I felt like it was romantic.
Wow. I had a friend, and I remember when we were like 13 or 14, she was like, it was during summer and we were walking to the local pool and she was like, my boyfriend's going to meet us. And he was like this little like stereotypical like Mexican little boy. And he came like, hello, I'm coming to hang out with you guys. And he was like just tagging. His name was literally Pedro.
Okay.
And she like, they made, and my friend when she was that age, she like, it was like a red hair. She was a little chubbier, but she had braces. She looked like the girl that shakes the fish in Finding Nemo.
Okay, that's great.
So it was like her and a little Mexican kid, and they made out
like you said, 13
all day, dude. It was crazy. Like she was my friend from when I was like 8.
You said they were 13?
Yeah, and I'd never seen her make out with anyone or be affectionate. And like I had like moved for like 6 months and then was back, and like we were hanging out. She's like, I have a boyfriend now, and like this kid shows up, and they were like doing this to each other's mouths, like open mouth, tongue out, swirling it in a circle like this.
Like this.
Like this was the other mouth, and this is what I was saying.
Tongues were going around each other. Yeah.
But just standing in the street like this.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, you guys, we got to go home. And they would just be doing that. And it was like, no, not even like, you know how like you make out now, you're like, you're touching bodies.
Yes.
You're grabbing asses. It was just straight like standing like a stick.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Focusing on the tongue.
I know exactly what you mean. I saw in 5th grade, we were like in a hot tub, and I saw 2 friends. It was like a dare situation where it was like Gina make out with Nikki kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And when they leaned into each other, tongues out already, like,
oh no,
and went into each other's mouths and separated. Like one wash.
Oh,
like,
God. One wash. One scrub of the tongue.
One wash in and out.
Wow.
Yeah. And I remember watching and being like, I'm not sure if that's right.
Me and my friend Andrea.
It looked cool, but I'm not sure if it was right.
This is so slutty. Me and my friend Andrea, to get attention from boys, we took a really sexual, good-looking picture of like me sitting on her, and we weren't even really making out, but we posed like our lips together to look like we were in the middle of making out, but we just touched and
open mouth touched,
and we had our friend Jessica like take it, and then we had Jessica send it to someone to spread it around school.
That is so fucking embarrassing. Holy shit.
For attention.
God. I thought I just told a really embarrassing story, and I feel so much better now.
Yeah, it was a really, like, I would like to see that picture now.
Did it go out? Did it get out?
Yes. We had the boys calling us up. They all wanted to party.
Goddamn right you did. You got
Suddenly, all the skater
bitch.
boys wanted to party with us, and we were like, I don't know. We're getting busy on this golf cart.
You weren't supposed to see that.
We were smoking
What?
cloves on the golf cart and fake making out. Like, we were bad.
Well, I didn't even know there was a camera in the room.
Oh my God. You just caught us being les.
I'm embarrassed.
We're not always les like that. We just feel it in our hearts.
Fucking brilliant.
Because like lesbians are hot, you know?
Fucking so homophobic in New York. Shit was not like that when I was in high school. I was trying to avoid the stamp of being lesbian with like all of my life.
You just kept yelling, I'm not gay!
But I swear to fucking God, I like dick.
I just want to take a second and give a shout out to our sponsor, Smoked Honey. They are our daddies. We should stop saying that, but we won't.
Papa, I love you.
Papa Honey.
Papa Honey.
Papa Honey. Here's your ad.
Papa Honey, can I have another suckle, please?
Can I have another suckle, Papa Honey? Really inappropriate that we do that, but it's because we're in love with our Smoked Honey pens. Smoked Honey is a distillate company in California.
San Diego, to be precise.
In San Diego, California, one of the best areas of California. And they make these vape pens. They have the cleanest, most delicious distillate. Anyone that takes a hit of my Smoked Honey pen, I like to watch them take the hit. Like, I like to go up to someone that already has a pen, give them a hit, watch them take a hit, and watch them go. Like, they have this moment where they go, oh, wow, that's really good. Mm-hmm. And it's always like that, like very genuine, like, shit, your shit's better than mine.
And it's usually following them offering you a hit of their pen and you scoffed at it. And then as soon as they took a hit of the smoked honey pen, they understood why. They're like, oh, I get it.
They're like embarrassed they offered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put it in their pocket real meekly. They're like, I'm not going to take this out in public again.
If you bring out your pen at me, I'm going to spit at you.
Yeah, fuck that. If smoked honey or die, bitch.
Smoked honey or die. So if you're over the age of 21 and you live in the California area, hit up Smoked Honey at smokedhoneyca.com or on Instagram at Smoked Honey and tell them that me and Alex sent you.
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
I just remembered. I was just thinking about high school. Just remembered being at my lunch table and eating this really delicious yogurt that I bought from the cafeteria. And it wasn't a yogurt. It was like a pudding. It was like a rice pudding type thing. It was so good. And my best friend at the time being like, the lunch lady scraped that out of her vagina this morning.
Ew.
I just threw it away.
Ew.
Remember just fucking with your friends like that?
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
Being disgusting.
I told you about my friend who thought she met the love of her life, Drew, online. And we
I think you
went to
did
go
tell me
find
this.
him one summer.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so dangerous.
Dangerous. God damn.
I know.
Ooh.
The same friend that I made out with one time, we were walking in bikinis on the beach. Like there was like this, like the beach that you went to in high school was like a beach, but then they had like a pizza shop, an ice cream shop, like everything on the boardwalk, and you could like, you know, cross the street and go get that stuff and then go back to the beach. We were walking on the street to go to get ice cream or pizza, and this truck came up with like two 30-year-old dudes, and they're like, "Hey, you girls look good," and we're like, "We're 15." And they're like, "We don't care." And my friend Andrea just took her fucking large soda, and the passenger side was open, and just fucking threw it in both of their faces. Like, I mean, like, I ran so fast because I was like, they're going to kill us.
What?
It was
That's
like one of
something out
those
of a
trashy,
movie.
like, McDonald's large
That's
drinks,
what I was
too.
picturing.
And
Florida.
she just fucking chucked it.
It was a Florida beverage.
I was like, what a bad bitch. She was like,
Nice.
don't talk to us. And she was all pissed. Don't
God
talk to
damn.
us, you fucking pervert. She didn't care. Fucking pervert.
Nice.
I love it.
Make them feel it.
Make them
Nothing
really feel
that
it.
you say to somebody like that is going to actually make them feel bad as they're driving away.
No, I mean, yeah.
So like a soda in the face does the trick. That's great.
Because they had to feel it. And
Fucking
like be
sticky.
wet. Yeah, they're sticky. They're wet. His truck's all fucked up. There's ants now. We're in Florida. You can't.
What's worse than being in the hot Florida heat with fucking
sticky Coca-Cola?
in your shirt? Going down your pants.
I'm all too familiar with a sticky feeling.
Yeah?
Not in a perverted.
Why is that?
I just meant now that Lewis and James are on, he's like sticky a lot because he's like a 6-year-old boy.
He is sticky.
So his
I noticed
hands are
that.
always. He's just sticky.
I've been wondering why he's so sticky. He's like a
just
sticky kid.
He's just fucking stinky and sticky. I don't know what to tell you. He's 6.
I wonder if boys are like stickier than girls.
I think so.
It's like you touch there's like a film on them.
Yes, there's a film on James' hands.
Disgusting.
I'm always like, wash your hands. He's like, why? I'm like, just because you need to. I don't know.
Sometimes when I'm babysitting him, he's like being really sweet and comes over and he like wants to like touch my face like this. I'm like, the breakouts I'm gonna get, dude. You can't.
Oh yeah, I tell him all the time. I'm like, you can't be making. He likes to pull on my eyes, and I'm like, you can't make me wrinkled. I'm not a mom.
You can't just turn me over.
Wrinkle your mother, not me. Wrinkle your mother.
That's not what I'm here for.
I'm not here to get wrinkled. I'm here to be the fun one. I'm here to let you break the rules.
Oh shit. Yeah, kids are gross.
Yeah. He's always like, why do you make me wash my hands all the time? I'm like, because you have germs and I can
They're
smell
dirty.
them from here.
But also, like, kids have no, they don't process, like, any hygienic type thing. Like, they'll put their finger in their asshole and then be like, now it's my day. Like, I was really
This is just my finger now.
My fucking finger for the rest of the day. Whatever. It's a little smelly. I smell it. You want to smell it?
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about their assholes.
I remember touching my asshole and going on with the day.
Yes.
I guess
Every
girls
kid
are
is
gross.
dirty. But it seems less dirty to touch a finger asshole from a child than an adult. I'd rather touch a fingered butt finger from a child. This is weird to say.
It depends. It depends. Has this child been wiping his own ass or not?
It doesn't matter. If they both have poop on their finger, would you rather have adult poop on you or child poop? Definitely child poop. It's the most pure poop.
I think I'd rather have child poop, but if the question is, do I have to touch an adult's asshole or a child's
No.
asshole.
You have to touch the finger that touched their asshole.
Okay, if I have to touch the...
Like if you're shaking their hand, would you rather
Okay.
shake the hand of a child with his asshole in his hands or an adult with asshole in their hands?
If the kid wipes himself...
How is there any question?
If the kid wipes himself, I would rather touch the adult because the adult has less fucking shit on their finger.
They have
That's
equal
all I'm
amounts.
saying. If they have equal amounts, then it's the kid. But they never have equal amounts, Kim. They never do. Show me a kid whose finger has
the same amount of shit as my finger.
has less shit on it than my finger does right now. I dare you.
Man. Yeah. Guess you're right.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, kids is sticky, bro.
Yeah.
Kids is just sticky. My nephew said my name for the first time the other day on FaceTime.
No.
Literally for the first time
How
ever.
did he say it? Is
Well,
it Kim or?
Well, he does. I don't say Kim. My family calls me Coco to him.
Oh.
So I was like, because every time I call him, I'm like, say hi, Coco. Hi, Coco. And he went, hi, Coco. Like, just like to my face. Just said it. With his little fucking mouth.
That's so cute.
He just said it. This little thing that was born near Christmas that was like a fucking
He's a
fragile peanut. Just said Coco to me.
How old is he?
Him is one. He's going to be 2 in December.
Oh, he's not dirty
He's
yet.
1.5.
He's not like a dirty kid
no,
yet.
his neck. You know what his neck
Babies are
smells like?
clean because moms take care of them.
At his dirtiest, his neck smells like kind of old milk from the night before if he falls asleep and his bottle
I
kind
like
of
that.
drips. And it'll smell like I love it. It'll smell like
good and a little stinky.
His cheek will smell a little bit like his drool sometimes. It's so cute. I
Why
love
not? Yeah, you love it. I don't care.
I'm getting pregnant thinking about it. Like,
oh my god! If
I'm
I could
going to
impregnate
suck the semen out of Lewis's dick today.
Whoa! If I could impregnate myself through thought,
I would have been had kids.
bitch, I got twins.
Bitch, I got quadruplets. Yeah, no. It's really cute. It's really weird. He's so cute.
He is really cute.
You saw that salsa?
I want to meet him one
You saw
day.
the salsa video, yes.
Yeah. He's just a little dancer.
He's a little dancer.
Isn't it cute how dancing is in our soul?
Yes.
Just as babies, we're
Yeah.
like, oh, I hear the music. Oh, I've got to get down to the rhythm.
Another guy I work with has a son who's 2, and he showed me the cutest video of him holding a son. They put a record on because I guess one of the other writers gave him a record to play, and they were like listening it to it, and he started dancing, and his son is like in his arms, 2 years old, listening to the record, eyes closed, looking in the air, feeling the music like this.
Fuck yes.
And you could tell he's like smiling, and he can like really like, oh, it is
Just getting down.
just getting down.
Oh
Just
my God.
loving music.
I love it. Oh, the children are our future.
Oh, they're our damn future.
They're
They
our
will be our
goddamn
best.
future. Oh, well,
Well.
amazing.
Yeah, so it's cool. My nephew is so cute. He's so delish. I don't know what to do. It's really fucked up. Like, I remember seeing people that had nephews and being like, how do you love a nephew so much? It's not even yours.
Fucking nephew.
That's
Whatever,
that's
right?
literally was my thought. I was like, who cares?
No.
Even when my sister was pregnant, I was like, whatever.
That's crazy.
When she had the baby,
Uh-huh.
I was like,
you were like, oh, that's my baby. That's my sister's baby.
it's weird because April is, I wouldn't say my closest sister, but we've been through more together than I have with my other sisters. Like, I'm close to all my sisters in a very, very different way.
But she's your closest in age.
She's
right?
the closest in age,
That
yes.
makes a big difference.
And like we spent most of our lives just me and her.
Yeah.
And then Haley came in when I was like 15.
yeah, huge difference.
So April was there when I was 5 through 15. So it's like, I feel like her baby's a little bit of my baby in a fucked up way.
No, I feel like that's what being an aunt is.
Is it?
Yeah, I
It's
mean, I don't
like-
have any siblings, but I imagine that if I had a sibling, I would literally die for its baby.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding?
Oh my God.
That's like, even I have cousins with kids who I'm like, I would straight, like, very easily just be like, my life or yours, like, I'm done. You're good. You're fine. You're my baby. Like, that's my cousin's kids.
Alex, no offense. I would throw you into a fire right now.
Yeah.
For my nephew.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how it feels when it's your siblings' kids.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
They're just adorable. They've got your blood.
They've got your blood and they were so close to being yours genetically.
Right? It's like, oh, this is like, so it's so,
What?
it's just beyond. It's the craziest thing to bring up, but like, do you ever think of like, if you're a spiritual person, right, and you think that there's like an afterlife and we all have a soul, right? You're like, how do the souls pick which body to live in, right? So if you feel like your sister's kid is genetically close to you, or do you feel like it was just like a roll of the dice that like maybe that soul could have ended up being your baby, and like whoever your kid's going to be could have ended up going to your sister and shit like that?
Sure. I feel like that's also sort of a way, like when you meet people and you only know them for 2 seconds, you're like, I feel like I've known you.
Totally.
You're like, maybe we've met.
Perhaps.
In a past life.
We traveled together. All the way here.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yo.
It's really weird. It's fucked up.
Right?
The whole life cycle thing. I know I get really into it a lot, but like it's just a lot to handle.
So much.
Like sometimes I'm like, I get nervous about death, right? Like, because I think about death every day. I don't know if that's a daily for you.
Every single day.
You do?
Yeah.
Every single day, do you take a moment and you go, oh, we're gonna die one day. I'm gonna be dead. What's gonna happen? You do?
And I get sad about it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So not good that you get sad, but like good that I'm not the only one.
Like I spend a minute being like, fuck, that fucking sucks.
They say that it happens a lot with people our age, and that kind of slows down in like 30s and 40s and 50s.
I hope
and
so.
then it picks back up after 50s a lot.
Yeah, because then you're watching your parents scrolled and shit like that. Oof.
Yeah.
It's too much.
So
I got a cactus last week and nearly cried because I was like, it might die one day. Literally, death is like I just don't want anything to die. When we have flowers in the house that are like on the table and they
just die.
They wilt and die, I'm like, get that out of my fucking face.
Isn't it very movie-esque, death? The fact that you have these things that are alive and then you come, like I had flowers that Lewis bought me and then we were gone for a week and then we came back. I forgot to throw them out before I left and they were just brown and like crunchy. Mm-hmm. And it's like almost movie-esque. It's like this thing that was like beautiful and alive, it's gone.
Just like time passed and you weren't here to look at it and now it's dead.
Yes. Every time I think about
you
death.
Enjoy it while it was alive and now you have to throw it away.
Yes.
Ugh.
Isn't that terrible?
It
and
hurts.
It's like whenever I think about death and I get scared of it, I'm like, okay, well, think about before birth. That's what it's like.
That's so scary.
Isn't that scary?
I don't want that.
That's what it is, though. Whatever that was. And we're fine. We're still here.
I guess so.
We came from that.
That's
so why
true.
wouldn't we come from that again if we're going back to it?
Huh. That's a good point.
Like, what makes it final?
Why does it have to be?
Why?
It's like we're plucking lives out of nowhere just by fucking each other, screwing in beds.
And then they're just dying.
Literally moaning with each other, and we're plucking life out of the ether. What?
It's fucking crazy.
What?
It's crazy. And then multiplying. We're like germs that are just multiplying. And the more people that do it, the more people that do it, more and more and more.
But like they weren't there before. Like,
I remember my first death thought.
Yeah?
Laying in bed at my dad's house. I would visit my dad on the weekends. And I remember thinking, when I die, this is so dark. I remember being like 9 and being like, when I die, it's just dark forever. And I remember going forever, 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 forever. And then in my head, I was going, and then when you think it's done, more forever and more forever. And it literally just keeps going.
Little
and it
girls
never
are crazy.
stops.
Little girls are spooky.
And then I fell asleep. I remember having that first thought of being like, well, that's what death is. And then I went to bed. This 9-year-old girl just shouldn't be thinking about that.
That's so scary. That's scary to think of, like, from a parent's perspective, of just thinking your kid is all cuddly and warm in their bed, and they're just like, and I'll die one day, and it'll go on forever. We'll all be dead.
Oh my
like,
God.
What?
It's really fucked up because I try to avoid it as much as I can with James because he knows that old people die, but he has no idea that people can die before they're like old. I
may or may not have let it slip to him that dogs can die because he was asking me about my dog last time I was over there, and I was like, "Oh, my dog went to dog heaven," and I'm not sure he knew about dog heaven because he was looking at Sport like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
you could tell like he knows some of it, but he's like hasn't picked up on it yet.
Putting it together.
Yeah, like because he'll just say things like, yeah, but they'll be fine because nobody is gonna die until they're old, like long time. And it's like he has no idea about childhood cancer and like.
Oh, do you remember finding out that young people could die?
Oh my!
Like for the first time, being like, "Wait, I could die?"
Yeah.
I was watching I definitely like came out of bed when I was supposed to be in bed and came downstairs and walked in on a movie where I wish I knew what movie it was. A little girl standing at the top of this like staircase, and some dogs come through the house, and they're like chasing her, and she runs really hard and ends up kind of flinging herself over the banister and dying. And I remember having a conversation either that night or the next day with my parents and being like, does the little girl come back? And they were just watching the movie. They were like, no, she's died. And I was like, wait, what? They were like, yeah, she died, you know, like Uncle Louie, and you know, she died.
You're like, but yeah, she's
like,
young.
It's like, no, but she was like 8. Like I'm like 6. She was like 8.
Yeah.
Like that could happen?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like when you realize that death happens and then you just don't realize that it could happen at any moment.
James asked me something the other day on the train. What was it? It was really awkward. And like everyone on the train looked at me for my answer. It was about death too. I don't remember. Or maybe it was like religion or something. And he's like, but why do they believe that? Because like neither of his parents are religious.
People just want to judge your answer. People looking at you and be like, is she good? And he's like,
but what do they mean? And I was like, well, some people believe in certain things and some people don't. And that's just what it is.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's such a tough one.
Yeah. It was weird.
It's weird. I feel like it's weird to teach your kids a religion from a really young age, though.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you can't teach them something when they can't decide for themselves whether it's true or not.
He couldn't even figure out the Avengers movie. Like, he was like, what do you mean time travel? And we were like, well, you see, there's a universe and it's all made up of layers. I don't know where to start here. And sometimes there's holes in those layers and you can travel through those holes and come out the other end at a different time. And like one end of the hole is like 2 minutes and the other end of the hole has been like 20 years. So like on one end, you're only 2 minutes older, but you go through the hole and you're 20 years older.
You described it pretty well.
Oh, thank you.
Time Travel for Dummies by Kimberly Congdon.
Time Travel for Dummies.
Oh, shit.
And sometimes the hole's closed off at the other end. That's when you have a wormhole.
Fuck me. How do I get back?
Don't know. I've never tried.
Well, shit.
People say that there's like this theory that some of the people that have gone missing in the world have fallen into like there's been guys that have claimed, like there's one guy that claimed like there was a black hole under his sink, and when he went to go fix his sink for his family, he fell in it, visited himself, and then came back.
That should be in Glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah. But like that's what people say. People say that there are just random like black holes in places that you can accidentally fall into and just never
like
come
just
back.
hit them at the right angle and go in. I don't want that to happen to me.
Can you imagine? You're like just this experience you never thought would be real, like way bigger than tripping, way bigger than life, and then you're like and then you show up in this outfit in like the 1300s.
Oh, they'd hang me.
They'd call you a witch.
Yeah.
They'd be like, what is that thing? The metal thing that opens and closes your pants to make it tighter and looser.
They'd be like, besides that completely unheard of thing around her wrist, she just fucking looks like a witch.
Never mind the talking object on her wrist.
Look at her eyes.
Look at her hair. She's got witch hair. And what are those things on her face? She says they help her see.
Spooky. Burn them.
Burn them and burn her. You're like, no, I just slipped into a black hole. I live in 2019. I was just doing this, my Broad Topics
That's literally
podcast.
further. You're just signing a confession that you're a witch.
Yeah.
Every word of that.
Yeah, have you heard of Broad Topics? Topics with an X?
Shit. That's a real thing that a lot of women went through, yo.
Yeah.
Burnt at the stake in front of the whole town. That's the most embarrassing part. It's like, burn me at the stake if you must, but not in front of everyone.
She's just a girl, but she's on fire. Fire than your fantasies. Time traveled into time. That was not my best. Yeah.
I don't know the tune of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Burnt at the stake.
Burnt
or
at the
whatever.
stake. Fuck it.
Fuck that.
Sometimes you gotta be a damn witch.
Yeah.
I hate to do this.
We got to cut it short.
We've got to cut it short
I
today.
just feel it when you looked at me.
I
It's
know,
just
and
like
it was
I'm
a really
looking in
good
your
one, and
eye.
I know it was a good one because 45 minutes flew by so fucking fast.
Yeah, that was great. Really fun.
So, you guys, we'll talk more about death, sticky kids, witches, time travel,
We'll talk about all of
lesbian
these things.
rumors.
Everything that fits under the umbrella of broad.
We'll pick it back up next week. Follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check out Stone Science. It's finally out, you guys.
Fuck yes.
It was directed by Alex. Me and Sarah Weinshank star in it. A bunch of the Gas Digital team helped out. Fucking Harrington did. Luke was in there. Brian was in there. Nate.
Tanner.
All of them.
Everybody.
Dude, Tanner sacrificed a camera for the shit. And so check that out on youtube.com/Stone Science, or you can check it out at gasdigitalnetwork.com. Free 14-day trial if you use the promo code Science. I'm not sure.
We're going to get back to you next week with that. For sure.
But yeah, check it out in the meantime. It's really, really good. We get professional comedians stoned. We make them do a science fair project. It's
really
a great time.
fucking fun season, you guys. Like,
really good season. Steve Rana's
so
easy.
many great guests. Ryan O'Neal, Justin Silver, Dan Soder.
Steve Rana's easy. The girls from Guys We Fucked.
Yes.
Christina Hutchinson, Corinne Fisher.
Jesse May, Peluso episode out now.
So good.
Go
Louis
check
J.
it out.
Gomez.
Yes.
So check that out. And Alex, where can people find you?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Alex Scar, and listen to all of the shows I produce for Gas, Irish Goodbye Podcast, In Godfrey We Trust, and High Society Radio.
Hell yeah. All right, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.